Hey Fishes fan, welcome back to the channel and thank you for joining me for another episode. Today is going to be more of a vlog style episode. I'm going to be just talking about how things have been going for me. Today is the 10-month anniversary of when I started my YouTube channel, and I just want to give you guys an update on how things have been going from an analytics point of view, and then some things that y'all can be expecting in the next couple months before I get to my 12-month, my 1-year anniversary with the channel, and then things to kind of look forward to as I start on year 2. The first thing I want to say is that I've got stickers. Anybody that wants a sticker, just email me. My email address is thefishlessfisherman@gmail.com. Leave me your address and I'll make sure to get those in the mail to you as soon as I can. I also want to give a quick shout out to Fishy Things. So he does a live video feed every Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern time. And this Sunday, August 24th, he's going to be interviewing me. So if you guys are available, stop in. You'll get to see me do a live interview and get to know me a little bit better. So looking forward to having you guys pop in if you can. So as of filming this episode today, I'm at 425 subscribers. And the overall views for my channel is 256,000. So I just got over that 250,000 mark on the views. I set a goal for myself when I first started my YouTube channel. For the first year, I wanted to be at 250 subscribers. You know, never done YouTube before, didn't know what was a safe, like goal for myself to be at. I thought, 250 subscribers, it seems like a lot to me for just starting out. So that's what I set for myself, and I've hit 425 in the first 10 months. So while I'm not blowing it out of the water, I'm pretty proud, that there's a very good chance that by the time I get to a full year, I'm going to be at the 500 mark, if not better than that, and that would put me at double what my goal was. And then as for the views, to have 250,000 views in the first 10 months, I couldn't have dreamed of having that many views. That just blows my mind. If I could go back actually to probably the middle of June, I was around 39,000 views for the channel. So in the last 2 months, I've pretty much hit over 200,000 views in the last 2 months alone. So the last couple months, this summer, my channel's really started to take off, and I think at that point I was around 207 subscribers. So in the last couple months, I pretty much doubled my subscriber count from what I did the first 8 months to through the last 2 months, and then same thing with the views. Went from 39,000 to 256,000 views. So the last 2 months have been really, really good for me, and I'm really enjoying seeing the growth of the channel. So that being said, there are some goals that I have for the next 2 months before I hit the 1-year mark. I want to start doing more live streams. I've done 3 live streams to date, and I would like to try to do at least 1 live stream a week going forward. So I'm getting a little more comfortable with doing the live streams, so I do want to incorporate that into my content going forward. Now, one I do want to talk a little bit too about why I started YouTube. So I started YouTube because, well, number one, my oldest son kind of pushed me into it. He wanted me to document my fishing journey. He's been with me the whole time, the whole process, and I've been learning how to fish. For those of you who have seen some of my earlier vlogging videos, I've got a few just explaining how I became known as the Fishless Fisherman and why I got into fishing. And a lot of that has to do with when my mom passed away, a little over 3 years now, I guess it's been. So there was just a void that I needed to fill in my heart, and I just didn't want to go to a counselor, didn't want to talk to a therapist, I didn't want to really do any of that. And I just started watching YouTube, and really what it came down to was when I was sitting on the couch late at night. I'm just basically, just be honest with you guys, I was feeling lonely and I was feeling depressed. And I started watching YouTube, and I think if I remember, I was watching like a trout video or something like that. A fisherman catching trout in the mountains. And for whatever reason, it just like totally like just relaxed me. Everything negative that I'd been thinking about all day just kind of like drifted away, and I was just like super calm and relaxed. So I just kept watching and watching and watching. Like every night, I just kind of started making it a routine. Put the kids to bed. My wife was settled, in the room watching TV, doing her nightly routine. And I just put on YouTube, and I'd put on a different fishing show, and it just like relaxed me. And it just kind of got me back into a place on how I felt before my mom got sick and passed away. So that just kind of became my nightly routine, and I would just watch fishing. I mean, there was nothing else that I could watch that made me feel that calm and relaxed. And the more I watched, the more I learned. And then my mom would take my son fishing. She took my younger brothers fishing. She tried to take me fishing when I was a kid, and I just didn't have the patience for it. So I didn't really have the patience, and I didn't have the want to learn how to fish at that time. So it was just something that I never was interested in. But my mom started taking my oldest son fishing when he was younger, and he really enjoyed just sitting with her by the banks fishing. I don't know. I don't think they really caught much of anything, but I think he just enjoyed sitting with her, talking to her, and it just really calmed my son down. Also, and it was just like an escape for him, I guess, to be with her and just relax, chill by the water, fish. So, as I started watching YouTube videos and kind of like getting an idea of what to do, I started asking my son, like, hey, do you want to go out and fish like you and my mom's name is Joanne, so we called her Grammy Joe. Do you want to go out and fish just to remember her by, kind of make you feel closer to her? And he was like, yeah, sure, yeah, we can go do that. So I would go take him. And before I knew it, it was like therapy to me as well, because, it made me feel close to her. I would just start thinking about the few times that I went fishing with her and my son. And I just felt like, everything kind of slowed down. I'm out on the water. It's beautiful watching the sunrise or the sunset, depending on what time of day we went fishing. And it was just like, therapeutic to me to sit there and just kind of like just reminisce about how everything was before she got sick. So any chance that I could take him out fishing, I did. And then one thing just kind of led to another. I started watching more videos and things like that. So, I mean, I can go on and on and on about why I got into fishing. And, the whole question was, why did I start YouTube? Well, that's why I started YouTube. Because my son kind of pushed me into it. I got into fishing. I started getting pretty good at fishing. And I decided that I wanted to teach others how to fish. I wanted to inspire people who are my age that maybe don't have hobbies, that this is something that they can pick up, or even if they're not into fishing, it just kind of gives them motivation to want to pick up some kind of a hobby. So I know it's a pretty long-winded answer, but that's pretty much why I started YouTube. So going forward, the direction of the channel, I want to try to make one long-form fishing-related video a week. I want to do one live fishing video a week, and then I want to do one vlog video where I'm doing like I'm doing right now and just kind of talking about, different things with fishing, or how you can learn a new hobby at the age of 40. I'm almost 42 years old. So I just want to be able to kind of share my experiences with people and let them know like my experiences and what I went through. and how I learned and developed a new hobby and a new skill. Because really fishing, it's a hobby, but it's also a skill. I mean, there's a lot of things that I'm learning from fishing. I'm learning how to tie knots. I'm learning what different baits to use. I'm learning about different bodies of water and where I'm fishing. I'm learning about boats. So anyway, I mean, there's tons of stuff that I'm learning, and I want to be able to share it with the world. Pretty much, I just feel like that's a calling that I feel passionate about, that I want to share with everybody. So, and then another thing that I want to talk about real quick, kind of going into 2026 and the next year of my channel, is I'm going to be signing up to do a John Boat bass fishing tournament circuit. So we're going to be, you do about 12 tournaments throughout the year. It's going to be in small reservoirs. And you can only use a John Boat. So I'm going to be getting into that. I just want to kind of take you guys through that journey on how I train for the tournaments, how I'm getting ready for them, how I'm studying the bodies of water, how I'm getting my tackle set up for the tournaments, actually being out on the water while we're fishing during the tournament, and then afterwards, you know, how the ending of each tournament goes, the weigh-ins, things like that. And what I'm really excited about is that my oldest son, better known as Little Fishless in the fishing community, he's going to be my partner. So we're going to be teammates. We're going to be out on the boat together. So I'm really looking forward to spending that time with him. Starting in 2026, I think the first tournament is in February. So we'll be getting ready for that in the next few months, getting the boat ready, kind of figuring out what bodies of water tournaments are going to be at, pre-fishing those. So I'm really looking forward to it. But that's pretty much it. I think this video has gone a lot longer than what I anticipated it would be going. But I do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for listening. If you've stuck around this long, like I do in all my videos, at the end I do want to give a quick shout out to my mom. Mom, I love you, miss you, and wish that you were here experiencing what I'm doing with the channel. But I know that you're looking down on me and you're smiling. So anyway, just thanks again, guys, for all your support. And until next time, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Take care. What'd you catch, Robert?
Catfish.
Is that your first one?
It's my first catfish.
Yeah. What are you gonna name him? Whiskers?
Yes.
Hold it up.